What's going on, guys? It's Clutch Plays here, and today we are going to be going over this Carmelo Anthony situation and what's going on between him and the Brooklyn Nets. Free agency is basically over, and as of today, no one has signed Carmelo Anthony, even though he has come out and said that he will accept any role that is asked of him. On top of this, Carmelo Anthony was so frustrated about this whole situation and didn't understand why he wasn't signed yet, so he did a pretty lengthy interview on First Take. In this interview, Carmelo made it very clear that he never said that he wants a farewell tour, that he is willing to accept any role on a team, that he wants to compete for a championship in his final years of his career, and that he finds it hard to believe that 450 players in the NBA are better than him. Melo does make some pretty great points here, and the one that makes the most sense is that there are not 450 players better than him in the NBA. For example, in Melo's last season in Houston, he scored 13.4 points per game, shooting 33% from 3 and 41% from the field. These stats are pretty horrible and not good by any means, but the fit was not the best in Houston. However, let's see some of the stats of the other players who are so-called better than Carmelo Anthony. One player is Wayne Ellington, who got signed to a 2-year, $16 million deal to the New York Knicks and averaged 8.4 points last season, shooting 37% from the field and 36% from three-point range. These players played about the same minutes per game, and if you put their stats side by side, you would definitely say that Carmelo Anthony is the better player, and overall he's probably a better defender and rebounder than Wayne Ellington too. There are countless other players who Carmelo Anthony has better stats and is just a better player than, and if I put all of them on the screen, this video would be an hour long. The talent with Melo is not the question, but it's the question of if his attitude will become a cancer in the locker room if he is rarely playing, and some games not even playing at all. It's pretty clear that Carmelo Anthony is trying to do almost anything he can to get on an NBA roster and clear his name from being a selfish teammate that many executives and owners may think he is still. My perspective on this is I believe that Carmelo Anthony will be a good teammate when he returns because he will definitely feel grateful that he has a spot on an NBA team and will do most anything to keep it. It sucks that this man who was once an NBA legend in New York City is being pushed out of the league. Carmelo deserves a roster spot on a team who is trying to win a championship, and it's completely understandable why teams who are not competitive this season are steering away from him. Many teams such as the Warriors, Lakers, and Knicks have shown some sort of interest in Carmelo Anthony in the past, but this interest these teams once had has faded away fast. However, as of very recent, a new team was reported to have interest in Carmelo Anthony, and that was the Brooklyn Nets. A recent report came out that said Carmelo Anthony was practicing and scrimmaging with the Brooklyn Nets players, and immediately I was just scared. Melo to the Nets would be a great fit player-wise, and it made sense because the Nets are without KD and Melo could provide some scoring at the small forward position this season. Also, people in the comments of these posts reported by Bleacher Report and CBS Sports were going crazy, and I began to get even more scared. The Nets already took away KD and Kyrie from the Knicks, at least the Knicks wanted them. And now if they take away the one player who stayed loyal to the Knicks, I would be a bit upset. However, after doing in-depth research, this information was blown out of proportion completely, and in all reality, probably won't happen. First and foremost, the practicing and scrimmaging was done in LA, not Brooklyn, so it was not anything formal, or Melo showing off his talent to the Nets front office, and showing them that he still has some juice left in the tank. Also, currently the Nets have 15 players under contract, so if the Nets were to sign Melo, they would have to cut someone, and they probably wouldn't want to do that to only sign Melo. Furthermore, another source came out and said that it was just friends working out with friends, so no tryout or anything was involved. So basically this whole Carmelo Anthony to the Nets situation was true, but these news sources made it seem much bigger than it actually was. All in all, the Nets look like a good fit for Melo, but this move does not seem like it will be made anytime soon. What I don't understand about the Carmelo Anthony situation is if Amari Stoudemire and Monte Ellis can get NBA scouts to go to their workouts, why can't some teams like the Nuggets, Pistons, Magic, Heat, Clippers, Spurs, or Pacers, who all could use a little boost off the bench, why can't these teams just give Carmelo Anthony a chance to show off his skills to them and maybe sign a contract? Or why can't these teams even invite him to their training camp? With that said, thank you guys for watching, and what do you guys have to say about the Carmelo Anthony situation? And tell me down below in the comments because I'm really curious what you guys have to say. I appreciate every single one of you guys for watching this far into the video, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, and if you've liked the content I've been putting out, please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it a lot. And with that said, I'm out, and peace!